He joins us every week. Good to talk to you, Tim, in the wilds of Western Victoria. I love your column this week. You've got a test now for Trump derangement syndrome. As if people see all these malicious edits of Donald Trump's speeches and think that that's fair enough, well, then obviously they're suffering Trump derangement syndrome.
They've got it to a tertiary level, my friend. And one of the things I love so much about the people who are defending or at least minimising the issue of this doctored quote, is that they try and make it out as though it's complicated, as though it's some sort of larger
yes.
sort of conspiracy, or involves all sorts of cultural issues and private versus public media and so on. No, it's a doctored quote. It's really that basic. It's a really badly doctored quote. It's classic, as we spoke about last week, classic dumb tabloid television tactics, and they got caught. And people resigned because of it. That's exactly how complicated it is, and it's hilarious watching the likes of Media Watch last night on the ABC pretending that it's so much larger and more intriguing and, oh my God, we've got to go deep on this. It isn't.
Indeed. Of course, there are resignations in the UK with the BBC, but here the ABC's denying any problem. And I was highly amused when they exposed my hypocrisy because I've been critical of Trump. I mean, this is the point. I think if you're critical of Trump, then you're allowed to snip up his speeches however you like. No, you can have a view one way or the other, but in the end, you've got to be fair in your editing.
It's a kind of dumb tribal way that they looked at that, wasn't it? That they went, oh, look, terrible Chris Kenny, he's attacking us for making fun of, for minimising this awful quote. But he also said the speech was bad. Well, one thing doesn't mean the other. You can say that a person's speech was bad without having to doctor it to make it worse or to make it appear as though someone said something that they didn't say. And this is, again, it's a part of what I was talking about. They try and make something very simple look incredibly complicated. It's a basic sort of smokescreen strategy, and I think a lot of people are wise to it these days.
Yeah, spot on. Well summarised. I want to go to Trump derangement syndrome, though, because on Fox TV in the US, they've turned up with a psychoanalyst, a psychotherapist, who reckons it's a serious problem. Have a look.
People are obsessed with Trump. They're fixated. They're hyper-fixated on Trump. And they talk about some of the features of this disorder. They can't sleep. They feel traumatized by Mr. Trump. They feel restless. I had one patient who said she couldn't enjoy a vacation because anytime she saw Trump in the news or on her device, she felt triggered. So this is a profound pathology, and I would even go so far as to call it the defining pathology of our time.
Just brilliant. Most of these people are journalists in Western countries, right?
Yes. He's just described the ABC. It is incredible that people have allowed themselves to become so infected with the madness. I mean, when you look basically at a lot of Trump's policies, they're not extreme. They do fall within the range of what would have been, centrist, sort of even Democrat-leaning policies of the past 20 or 30 years. They're certainly not as extreme as people fear them to be. And also, we've seen him be in power for a long time now, and where's all the World War III? Nothing that they predicted will be evil has happened. So
he's ended more wars than he started, and by securing the southern border, he's only doing what Barack Obama and Bill Clinton promised to do. Spot on. Thanks for joining us, Tim. We'll catch you later in the week there.